Welcome to Slow Home Studio. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
Today is Wednesday, July 13th, and we're carrying on our discussion that we started on Monday when we looked at Work by Local, which is a New York-based architecture firm, and they did a renovation to an apartment loft, and they had an interesting piece of millwork at the front entry that kind of blurred the line between millwork and built-in furniture. So we thought we would take that a step further and look at some millwork that blurs the line with stairs.
That's right. We haven't really talked about stairs very much, or not for a long time, so we thought today would be a good opportunity to do that. And we've got a few projects to look at, and the first one is by Splice from Vancouver. I really like this project, and I really like this stair because it's a stair, but it's also doing a whole lot of other things. So we look to start off with, we've got the stair that goes up to the second floor there. Now we can see it actually is also a storage cabinet. So those some of those openings, some of those reveals are actually doors that open up. We step back, we see that we've actually got a stair that goes up and over top of a millwork piece that sits in the room that has the fireplace in it.
That's unusual and clever.
Yeah, I think it's very clever. And then you can see that it actually ends right there, and then there's another stair that's glass that actually gets you up to the top. So you've got to be pretty sure-footed, I think, to use this stair. But I think it's a very nice, innovative way of thinking about a stair.
It's very interesting. So then these are some more typical ways of merging millwork with stairs. And this is a project from Sonoma County in California. And that merges a bookshelf and a low bench.
And really what it's doing is it's getting rid of the guardrail, right?
Yeah, the bookshelf is acting as the guard because you need that so you don't fall over. This is a project that does the same thing in Montreal.
A little bit more normative.
A little bit more normative. It goes floor to ceiling. You can see the stringer in the background, so it is acting as the guard. You have to be careful, though, that you still have your minimal distances somehow handled from a building code point of view. This is Battersby Howitt, also from Vancouver, and what they've done is they've merged the stair with the kitchen millwork. So they've taken it one step further. You can step back a little bit here and see how the kitchen cabinetry comes out. And it's really interesting because they've overhung the stair riser and stringer as a 3/4 inch strip of wood, and that actually is the stair. It's like a ribbon.
So you have to remember on this, normally, particularly in Canada in cold climates, you've got a stair going up and you've got a stair going down to the basement, and those usually are on top of each other, and it makes it very difficult to do this kind of thing where you actually inhabit the space underneath with some kind of function. Here, there is no stair.
No, because it's a loft, so it's a loft space. So this works particularly well in that example. And this is our last example. This is from Switzerland.
You're not going to try and pronounce that name?
I can't. There's too many consonants in it. I was trying to practice it before we went to air, and I couldn't spit it out. But this one's interesting because what it does is it really merges the guard, it merges the stair, the storage, and also this ceiling plane where they've got
of the loft above.
Of the loft above. It all becomes one object. So this is a really beautiful detail. In Battersby Howitt's example, the 3/4 inch wood planking overhung the millwork. Here it's flush, but you can actually read the stair against the millwork bottom.
Yeah, it's lovely to see that actually comes and becomes the top of that credenza. And just looking out in the background, you can see that the stair actually also goes and aligns with a small window there on the side.
So this has to be built with someone who's got a real attention to detail and craft. I mean, you can't. Yeah, the Swiss. Of course, it is the Swiss. This is our final image, and you can see how it all fits together.
Right. So it really is stair becomes rest of the apartment. Right. It's one big object that sits in that space.
Beautifully done.
Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to continue along with this discussion when we see you again on Friday.
If you're interested in learning more about the principles of slow home design, you can pick up a copy of our book entitled What's Wrong with This House? It's a practical guide to finding a well-designed and sustainable home. It's available for sale on the Slow Home Studio website. It's also available for sale at Amazon.com in both paperback and the Kindle format.